Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Wispin here, and welcome back to another video here on the Poke Central Network. I got a bunch of fun stuff planned for today's episode, and I think I'm actually going to try my best to grind out this orb of static souls in this episode, so we might even end up with a legendary Zapdos, although we might wait until next episode to spawn him in. I also want to try to start figuring out different ways we can make money here on the server and explore some of the brand new things that have been added since the last episode. Before we get into all of that, I want to say thank you to everyone that has joined the server, is playing on it, and is supporting it. There is currently a 50% off sale on the server store, buy.pokecentral.org, and as you can see, all of the servers are doing pretty good. I think Gold just had a restart, that's why the player count is a little bit lower, but it's currently pretty early in the morning, and we're already starting to fill up. So thank you to everyone that is playing on the server. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I know we might end up actually needing another server just because things are still kind of getting full, but we're going to wait a few days and see how things go, and we might end up adding one, but we have no definite plans to add one at this time. With that being said, if you need any help downloading and installing Pixelmon, I have some links down in the description to tutorials that should help you out, and you can also join my Discord server, discord.gg/PokeCentral, and you will be able to get some support over there. We currently have over 16,000 members, so if you just type in the support channel, you will most likely get a response fairly quickly. Also, big thank you to everyone over on the Discord that does provide that support, because I know a lot of you players that aren't actually helper ranks, you still help out a bunch, and I really appreciate it, and so thank you to everyone that does that. But let's jump right back into Silver, and let's kick things off with talking about the brand new additions to the server. So, the best way to showcase this will be to just kill a wild Pokemon. We added a few new drops to the server, and they're really not that exciting, but they are definitely useful, so let me go ahead and kill this Patrat. I don't... Guys, if you've watched my videos for a long, you know I pronounce every single Pokemon name past Gen 1 completely wrong. That is not going to be helpful. Okay, that is not a new drop. We just got to get one to actually drop the new drops. All right, let's try this guy here. Cross Poison, go. And there we go, we got it. Wow, we actually got 10, which is super rare. So now normal type Pokemon have a chance to drop leather, which is super useful for crafting. Previously, you weren't able to actually get leather in any way. There's actually a few other Pokemon that drop a few different drops. We're not going to go try to find all of them, but I will read off the list. So bug type Pokemon now have a chance to drop string. We actually happen to have a ladybug here, so we might as well go ahead and see if we can possibly get it to drop some string. And no, we cannot. Okay, of course. It's actually a pretty common drop. Most of the time, you should be able to get leather and string. Moving along, fire types now drop blaze rods. Previously, they only dropped blaze powder. Now they can drop both. Electric types now have a chance to drop a glowstone dust. Flying types now have a chance to drop irregular feathers. Previously, they only dropped what is called pretty feathers, which sell for a lot, but don't really have any other use. So that is nice. And then we have poison types, which now have a chance to drop slime balls, which is probably the most useful out of all of these drops. Maybe with the exception of leather, because leather can be used for a ton of different things. Now, the great thing about all of these drops is you can actually sell them in the shop. And the goal for the server and for Pokemon drops is to have every single thing that drops from a Pokemon to either be easily sellable, so it doesn't just clutter your inventory, or for it to be useful. For example, TMs, you can't sell them to the server shop, but they're TMs. They're kind of useful, so they're not just useless items, whereas like previously and on a lot of other servers that I've seen, you just get a bunch of junk items that you don't really ever have a use for. You can't really sell them for that much value, and they're just kind of pointless and just kind of get in the way. So trying our best to keep everything. So as you can see, string, feathers, leather, glowstone dust, and blaze rods, and slime balls all can be sold here in the Pokemon drops just by doing /sell. And if you're holding it, it'll sell all of that item in your inventory. So I just want to quickly say thank you guys for all of the support you have shown here on the channel. It's been incredible. The channel's never really grown like this before, so thank you to everyone that has taken the time to subscribe to the channel. If you are not subscribed already, please consider doing so. For a big channel with millions of subscribers, it really doesn't matter that much if one person subscribes, but sitting at around 45,000 subscribers, every single subscriber makes a massive difference. So if you guys could, do me the favor, subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. Leave a like on the video as well if you haven't already, and if you are enjoying this series, I'm going to go ahead and enable PokeRadar for an entire week if this video hits 1,000 likes. And that is definitely a like goal you guys can do because you've been smashing it out of the park these last few videos. I think the 2 videos ago or last video or something like that has like 1,500 likes, which is crazy. Never had a video like that before. So thank you again for all of the support. It really does mean a lot to me, and I really love playing with you guys here on the server, Poke Central. All right, with that update aside, we actually started up a brand new Aura contest. Check out yesterday's video for more information on that. It's pretty cool. A bunch of people have already started submitting their textures, and there was an egg in here before. Oh, it's still here. Okay, just a visual bug. So let's go ahead and claim that egg, and I believe we actually also have an egg in this ranch block here, so we can claim that as well. So it looks like slot 5 will be our Abra, which is going to have 40% IVs. Okay. Not that great. And then slot, I think 6 will be our new Eevee, which is 48% IVs. Hopefully one of these Eevee eggs hatches into a female, because currently we have a pretty bad female Eevee in our ranch block system here. I think it has like 25% IVs. So we definitely need to replace that and start working on getting some better Pokemon. But I don't want to do that in this episode. I want to focus on making money. So I know the past couple of videos we've focused on making money, and I probably should move on to other things, but we still need to get 1,000,000 coins so we can get access to the EV Training Center. And I want to figure out the best way to do so. Our shop is great, but not everyone's able to set up a shop like this because I'm the owner on the server. I get kind of free advertisement for my shop through these videos, and so people actually buy things from me. But I know you guys can't really do that as easily. Of course, if you do set up a nice shop, I am fairly certain people will show up. But this is kind of basic, and if you set up a basic shop like this, it might not get the same traffic that mine does. So let's try to find some other ways to get money, and there's 2 major ways that I want to focus on. Number 1 is Pokemon drops, which we've already talked a little bit about in this episode, and number 2 is battling NPC trainers. Now, there are a couple extra steps that I'm going to take in this video that will make both of those things a little bit more profitable over just doing it with random Pokemon, no items, no plan. So the first thing we're going to focus on is going ahead and battling some NPC trainers, because that's a little bit easier, a little bit more straightforward than the Pokemon drops. So let me actually check /shop. And if we head over to, I believe it should be maybe even battle items. Is there an Amulet Coin? Okay, so for 1,000 coins, we can purchase ourselves an Amulet Coin. And this is great because it means that every single NPC that we actually defeat will give us twice the money, which is absolutely incredible, because if we defeat an NPC that normally would give us like 1,000 coins, we're going to get 2,000 coins. And so that automatically just increases our efficiency by 2, which is really helpful. So definitely recommend using an Amulet Coin if you are battling any NPCs and you don't absolutely need the held item that's on your Pokemon. You need to keep in mind that the Pokemon holding the Amulet Coin has to be in the battle for at least 1 turn. It doesn't have to end the battle, but it has to be in the battle for 1 turn. So I recommend maybe putting an Amulet Coin on a weaker Pokemon, putting it into battle, immediately swapping it out with another Pokemon that has a more useful held item, and then beating the NPC that way, because then you'll get the double money. Now, the other thing we can do is search through our chest here. I just wanted to take a quick look. I still have yet to use really any of these items. I've used a couple things like the coal blocks for our breeding pens and maybe 1 or 2 other things, but really for the most part, I've kind of just left them here and put them, sorted them out into these chests over here. As you can see, we have a ton of items, and I still haven't really decided what exactly I want to do with them. Okay, this guy gave us this thing, but I think because he named it, we can't actually sell it. I don't know if we'll be able to fix that. But either way, that's all right. I'll leave it in here for now. But thank you for that. I'll probably be able to clear the name off that and sell it. Or you know what? I'll just keep it. Why not? It's like 35,000 coins, but I'll just hang on to it. Okay, so let's head over to Spawn and let's test this out and see if the Amulet Coin is actually functioning properly. Now, there used to be other ways to do this. I was actually just going to turn on /fly there, but I cannot do that because I'm in Spawn. I should not be flying around. There used to be I believe it was either a move, I think it was a move called Happy Hour that would also double your money. So you could get 4 times money from NPCs, but that is currently disabled here on the server because I felt like it was a little bit overpowered. So we currently have that disabled, but we can test out here on David. He should give us $600 if we defeat him with our Galissapod right now, and he shouldn't be that hard to beat. And $600 for a quick NPC, that's not too bad. You have to keep in mind, pretty much all of the NPCs here on the beach at spawn can be defeated every 20 minutes because it's once per Minecraft day. So there we go, and we won 600 Poké Dollars as well as the potion items, which not that useful, but at least it's a little bit of some extra stuff there. All right, so is there any NPCs that are just a regular level that give a lot more money than that? So this guy, only 100 coins. What about Alexis? Looks like gives 1,600. What level is it? 36. Let me poke heal really quick. We can try this. I don't know if we'll be able to defeat her because she probably has 6 Pokemon, but we might be able to. We can give it a shot here. We only have 1 Pokemon that's really anywhere near level 36. That's why I'm not completely confident in my abilities here. We'll give it a shot. We'll see. Maybe we can get, I think, 3,200 coins from a single battle. Now, unfortunately, this NPC is one of those that cannot be battled every Minecraft day. Because it gives a good rod, we decided to make it a one-time battle, but it's still 3,200 coins for a pretty quick fight. And even though I'm not going to be able to defeat it here, most likely, yeah, I can't beat it. You probably will be able to just because you'll probably have higher level Pokemon. I haven't been leveling up my Pokemon that much because I don't want to make too much progress off video and then come back with a bunch of level 100s. So I've been kind of avoiding it. But our Abra, it did hatch into a female, which is nice. Brave Nature, that is terrible, but that's all right. Not really breeding for natures just yet. Let me actually head on home. Let's do P-Warp. And let's see what our other female Abra is, because it might be worthwhile to swap it out really quick before we start generating some more eggs. All right, so our current Abra is actually worse. Okay, so the one in slot 4 is the one we just hatched, and it's actually worse than our old one. So we are going to go ahead and release that. We're going to keep the old one breeding in our branch block. It's not worth it to swap it out just yet, but hopefully we can get something a little bit better out of that setup. Now, this might be a good way to go. I think Robert here can actually be defeated every Minecraft day. So this one NPC here could give us, what is that, 2,800 coins per defeat every 20 minutes. And of course, during that time, it's not going to take 20 minutes to defeat him. So during that time, you can go fight other NPCs around this area, collect money from him, and then come back and fight him again once the time has reset. So you should be able to get quite a bit of money. And I don't think he's that difficult. He's level 30, 34 maybe? Is that what it said? I think that's what it said. So we probably can do this. Okay, maybe not. We might not actually be able to beat him, but we are getting some decent experience out of this as well. No, we did beat him. He only has 3 Pokemon. That is such an easy way to get money. So there you go, 2,800 coins from a quick NPC. We could continue to do this, but I feel like this probably isn't the best way to get money. You do get quite a bit of experience from beating these NPCs, especially if you're fighting them with similarly leveled Pokemon. So if you're fighting like a level 30 NPC with a level 30 Pokemon, you get some decent levels. But I think Pokemon drops are going to be the way to go, and I want to try out a little bit of a kind of secret, it's not really secret, but a little bit of a method that most people probably don't know about to generate some additional Pokemon drops from all of these Pokemon. So let's go ahead and see if we can figure this out. So there's an ability in Pixelmon called Pickup, and there's quite a few different Pokemon that can get this ability, and what it actually does is generates more dropped items from wild Pokemon when they're defeated. I don't know exactly how it works with our custom drop system, but I tested it out in creative mode a little bit, and I thought I was getting more drops. It could be just a complete placebo effect, but I'm pretty sure I was getting slightly more drops when I had Pokemon with pickup ability on my team. So here's the list of all the Pokemon that can learn the ability pickup, not learn, naturally have the ability pickup. There's quite a few of them, and we just need to decide on which one is the easiest for us to find. I think probably Zigzagoon, Lanoon. I think that's probably the way to go here. We could probably get 6 of them all with pickup pretty easily. There's quite a few other Pokemon here, though, so if we see those, we can try to catch them as well. For example, Apom, the problem with him is when he evolves, he loses the ability. So I think going with the Zigzagoon probably our best bet. So they should actually spawn on our island, I think. If we do Wiki Zigzagoon, biome, Ice Plains and Plains, and our island is Plains, so we should see these guys, and they spawn during the day. So it's currently nighttime. We'll have to wait till day, and until then, we can actually maybe defeat this scientist NPC that naturally spawned on our island, see how much money he gives. So with this pickup ability, I'm pretty sure we'll be able to generate, I don't know the exact numbers. I think it's like 10% more items per Pokemon with pickup ability. I also don't know if it stacks, so I don't know if having 6 Pokemon with the ability on your team generates more items than having 1. I have no idea how this works. I probably should have done some more research and testing beforehand, but it's definitely worth checking out if you're playing on the server and you're grinding out Pokemon drops, just because if it does actually help you to get more drops, then it's going to substantially increase the amount of money you can make from killing wild Pokemon. I suppose the best way to do this would be like get 6 Pokemon on your team with pickup and just grind for an hour straight or 2 hours straight or as long as you possibly can, and then do the same thing without any Pokemon with that ability and see what the difference in money is. Now, if you only do it for like 10, 15 minutes, it's really going to be hard to tell because drops are random, so you could just get lucky one time and not the other. But if you do it for a long period of time, say an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, it should start to average out, and you should start to see a substantial difference if pickup is actually working. So I definitely recommend trying this out and seeing how much money you can generate from killing these wild Pokemon. You have to also keep in mind that every single wild Pokemon type, so normal bug type, poison type, psychic type, all the different Pokemon types, they all drop different items at different rates. So grinding for a certain type of Pokemon could give you more money than other types. So for example, dragon type Pokemon, they drop some items that sell for, I believe, like 5,000 coins right here, Comet Shard. They drop these, and they're really not that much rarer than, say, like a big nugget or a big pearl, which they sell for about the same. But because dragon types are so rare, it's actually kind of balanced. But if you found a way to grind out a bunch of dragon types, you'd be able to get pretty rich pretty quick. And the same goes with all different types of Pokemon. For example, bug type and grass type Pokemon, they drop these mushrooms. Water type Pokemon, they drop these pearls. Normal type drop the nuggets. Flying type drop pretty wings. Ground type, I believe, drop the rare bones. Fire type drop these blaze rods and blaze powders, but they sell for a lot less, but they drop them at a pretty significant rate. So that might even be a way to go. There's really just a whole bunch of things to consider when choosing what type of Pokemon you want to grind, and you need to determine what Pokemon spawn in the biome, what they drop, and at what rate they drop. And that's not information we give out because I kind of want players to figure that out on their own to figure out what works best for them. But you definitely could do a whole bunch of testing and figure out how to make a ton of money really, really quick here on the server. Hey, we got ourselves an uncommon boss. I kind of hope I get a ranch upgrade. So this morning, actually, just before I recorded this video, I added in hourglasses and ranch upgrades to boss Pokemon. And it doesn't matter what tier of boss it is, they're added across all 4 tiers. So the way that the hourglasses actually work is they allow you to skip breeding tiers. We talked a little bit about breeding in the last episode, but basically the way it works is there's 5 tiers to breeding. Every set amount of time you'll go up a stage. I believe they're actually called stages, not tiers. And so those hourglasses actually allow you to skip those stages, which allows you to get eggs a whole lot faster. And those drop from bosses now. And then the ranch upgrades expand the radius of the ranch block, making it so that you can actually place more blocks down. We unfortunately did not get either, but we did get a relic statue, which should sell for a fair amount. So I've been just grinding out drops since I showed you where the moon was, probably for the last like 5-6 minutes. And I've gotten some pretty good stuff so far. I think we're going to sell it for quite a bit of money. Let's go ahead and kill this Glameow, possibly. And then let's go look for some Zigzagoons and stuff. That is our first TM we've ever gotten from a wild Pokemon. Round. Kind of useless. Okay. Let me actually quickly turn on Fly so we can actually see from above. And I also want to sell all these items, but I don't want to sell everything, so let's just do sell hand. And we can see how much money we get. Just about $32,000. That's not bad for 5 to 10 minutes of grinding. That's pretty good, actually. We got lucky with that boss, though. So, let's see. Zigzagoon, where are you? He should be pretty common, I would think. I'm not seeing anything. We might actually need to despawn all these Pokemon by leaving the area and then come back. But before we do that, what, 2 bosses side by side? What is this? Are you kidding me? I did not know they were this common. It says uncommon in the name. How are they this common? I don't understand. But I will take it. That's awesome. Another couple chances here for us to get some of those new item drops. Come on, X's or go. People trying to steal my bosses. We got an upgrade, some leather, and some coins. Not that great. Let me Poke Heal, and we'll take on this one as well. No, not the player. The boss. I want to kill the boss. There we go. And we should be able to take this one out pretty easily. And then we need to find those Pokemon with that pickup ability, which they're not spawning anywhere. And the problem is I can't leave my island and come back and expect everything to be despawned because there's so many people here that everything just sticks around. We got ourselves a choice band, some more leather, and some more relic copper. That wasn't that great, but I'll take it. You know, I got lucky with 2 extra bosses. Zigzagoon. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead. Let's catch this guy, and hopefully he has the right ability. Actually, now that I think about it, yeah, okay, this is his first ability. This is like his primary ability, which means it's not his hidden ability, which would be like a 1 in 175 chance. So we should be good to go here. If I actually selected a Pokeball, I did. Okay. Come on, have the ability. Pick up. We got it, guys. We got it. The Pokemon may pick up items. Awesome. Okay. That's actually great. So let's go ahead and put this guy on our team, and let's test it out. So he's a low level, which means we're going to have some trouble killing wild Pokemon with him. But we should be able to kill, like, this level 5 Centret. He has really bad moves, too. All right, well, let's go for it. Hopefully tackle will be enough. We're 11 levels above him. Should be good to go here. So normally a level 5 Pokemon can only drop 1 to 2 drops. So if we see more than 2 drops, we can pretty much guarantee that pickup works. But we did not get more than 2 drops there. And it's stacks of drops. So we got 3 relic golds, or 3 relic copper plus 1 relic silver there, which was 4 drops. But the relic copper was in a stack, so it doesn't count as multiple. Gotta find a really low level Pokemon. All right, everything is way too high of a level for us to actually defeat here. Level 9 Centret. We might be able to do this. So the plan now is to find 5 more of these Pokemon with the pickup ability, and I see a little Zigzagoon hiding right there. That'll be good to catch. We'll have to kind of power level one of them up to where they can defeat all the wild Pokemon in one shot, because if you're not one-shotting things in the wild, you're not going to be grinding at your maximum speed. So that's something to keep in mind. You need to make sure that you're one-shotting things, otherwise you're just wasting a whole bunch of time. So let's go with this Quick Ball, and hopefully this guy has pickup as well. And while we're here, we can look around for some other Zigzagoons in the background. All right, we caught this one as well. So let's go into the PC and check out, does he have the ability? He does. Okay, that's 2. 2 out of 6. Meowth can also get this ability, so I saw a wild one, might as well catch it. We can have a little bit of variety here on the team. And hopefully it'll have the ability right off the bat here as well, because we've gotten pretty lucky so far. We're 2 for 2. Let's see if we can go 3 for 3. And the Meowth has it as well. Okay, that's 3 for 3. And actually, the Meowth is quite a bit higher of a level, so he's probably the one we want to stick with here. She's probably the one we want to stick with here, just because it'll be a little bit easier to kill wild Pokemon. But there is another Zigzagoon here that we can try and catch. I really want to get all 6 and then start trying to grind out some drops and see just how much money we can actually make. Except it's not letting me throw out my Pokemon. Okay, we caught Pokemon number 4. Let's see, does he have the ability? Aw, you're letting me down. You're letting me down, Zigzagoon. Go into the trash can. All right, well, we got to find 3 more still at least. Another Meowth. All right, so I ended up catching like 5 or 6 more Pokemon, and eventually I got a full party here of all 6 Pokemon having the pickup ability. Now, again, I don't know if this even works here on the server. I'm assuming it does from my testing, but again, could just be a placebo effect where I thought it was working and it really wasn't. So let me go ahead and jump into battle with some wild Pokemon and see if we notice any sort of a difference in their drops. I kind of am leaning towards it doesn't work anymore, but I also just need to see one Pokemon that drops 3 items when it should only drop 2, and I know for sure that it actually works. So here we go, and that was bad. that was a really bad example. Well, we defeated a Maryland. We got a Pearl and a Pearl String, so that's pretty good, but still only 2 drops, so no confirmation just yet. Now, you got to keep in mind that even if it does work, there's a pretty high chance that it's like 1 in 100 or something like that per Pokemon. I'm pretty sure that is the actual rates. It's 1 in 100 per Pokemon. So that would be 6 out of 100 if you had a full party, and they actually all work. So even killing wild Pokemon, you're only going to see it take effect like 1 in every 10 Pokemon, which isn't that noticeable, but over time, that could actually build up to quite a few extra drops, especially if you're battling low-level Pokemon, which only drop 1 to 2 drops anyways. All right, now, the problem with battling these level like 20-plus Pokemon right now is I only have a level 28 with really bad moves, so he's not going to do too much damage, and it takes multiple turns. And like I said before, if the battle takes multiple turns, you're wasting a whole bunch of time, because we could have killed like 3 level 5 Pokemon in the same time that we're going to kill this one Minun, and it's going to drop the same drops as those lower level Pokemon. All right, wait a second. I just defeated a wild Sentret. I got 1 leather, but... Oh, Meowth. Nope, don't evolve. You'll lose your ability. But I also got a Like Mail, and there's no one else around me. So now I'm thinking that maybe this pickup ability has its own drop pool that I can probably modify in the configuration settings, and I don't think... That is interesting. I don't think it drops regular Pokemon drops. I think it drops like Pokeloot drops. All right, let me go ahead and keep battling, see if anything else pops up in my inventory like that, because that is interesting. And I had no idea it worked like that, but it seems like it might have. So let's kill... Ooh, actually, I kind of want to catch this Zora. Kind of a cool Pokemon. All right, so we are actually going to catch this Pokemon, and then we'll kill another one and see if maybe we can actually get it to go off again. Now, the rates are still pretty low from my testing. It seems like it's maybe 1 in 100 or 1 in 50 or something like that. Pretty low, but if it's giving you drops that come out of Pokeloots, that is actually really interesting. Now, another thing that I noticed on all of the wikis that talk about pickup in the actual main series games, again, don't know if this goes over to Pixelmon, the higher level the Pokemon with the pickup ability is, the better the drop rate will be. Not the drop rate, the better the dropped item will be. So it'll be a higher value item. So I don't know if you get a bunch of level 100 Pokemon with this pickup ability, if maybe you'll get better items dropped from these. And it might end up even being to a point where it's a little bit overpowered and we need to... Did I just kill that thing or did I catch it? I can't actually remember. I got distracted talking. No, we caught it. Okay, good. Where we might actually need to nerf it because it might be just too overpowered. Oh, nope. I don't want to catch this Lillipup. What am I doing? I can't multitask. I can't talk and play the game at the same time, apparently. Even though I've been doing it for years. I've just suddenly lost the ability. But hey, we got ourselves a Lillipup. Yay! Great. Oh, no. All right, let's try and actually kill a wild Pokemon. That Zubat's just going to be annoying and try and fly away. All right, Sentret, here we go. Give me some drop. I'm flying in the air right now, so there should be no... Oh! There's a TM in my hand. And a TM did not come from the regular Pokemon drops. So that just proves it right there. I want to keep trying a couple more times. Probably should not have gotten the battle with a level 31. But I'm pretty sure... That proves it right there, that these Pokemon are dropping items that normally come from Pokeloots but right now they're dropping them with the pickup ability. So let's see if we can get another one to happen here. And nope, nothing there. But if we keep battling, eventually it's got to happen again. And I'm purposely trying to stay up off the ground so no one throws items into my inventory. Oh, we got a Dusk Ball. Yep, that confirms it. There's absolutely no one around. And we've got a Like Mail, a Snortium, and a Dusk Ball. So there we go. Okay, those are not regular Pokemon drops. Those are Poke Loot drops. So this pickup ability actually doesn't drop regular Pokemon drops like Pearl Strings and Relic Coppers. It drops other items that you'd normally get out of those Poke Loots. Now, for the sake of this video, I am going to go ahead and set my entire party to level 100. I am going to reverse this. I'm going to set them all back to their original levels afterwards, but I just want to test this really quickly, and I'll also get rid of all of the drops that I receive from this if I get anything. So let me go ahead and set party 100. That should set all my Pokemon to level 100, meaning if the regular main series games work the same way as Pixelmon, I should start to see some higher value drops now. So let me go into my Ender chest. Let me put all of my items in my that are in my inventory into my Ender chest, with the exception of my orb. And let's go ahead and see if we get some better drops now. And it should be even easier to kill things. So starting off, just a level 14 Sentret. Let's use Scratch on him. And it should one-shot him, if it ever lets me use the move. There we go. We got nothing there, but that's all right. That's all right. Let's go with the Zubat. Scratch. And, ooh, okay. We got ourselves a Silver Hourglass, which is great for breeding, and we got ourselves a Figgy Berry, which that actually proves that having multiple Pokemon with the pickup ability actually does impact the drops you get, and it looks like the drops are of higher value. Okay, guys, there we go. That's definitive proof right there. We got a Max Potion and a Struggle Bug TM from killing a single wild Pokemon with having 6 Pokemon with pickup on our team. So this is something that I will need to look at in the configuration files. Make sure that it's not too overpowered, because it seems like it could be a pretty insane way to get loot. But I definitely recommend trying it out, especially if you're already farming wild Pokemon. There's absolutely no reason to not do it with Pokemon that have this ability. Just, even if it's a super low chance of getting some items, at least there is still a chance, and I need to actually get rid of these items, like I said, and I need to reset my party's level. I'm just going to set it to set party. Let's just do level 20. I think there were some that were lower than that and some that were higher, but it's just a lot easier than individually setting each of them. We'll get rid of all of those drops, and wow, okay. So that is interesting. So there you go, guys. 2 new ways that you can test out here on the server to see if they are great for generating money. I feel like probably the Pokemon drops is a really good way to get some unique stuff if you use this pickup ability, because from what I can tell, it drops items that are normally dropped from Poke Loot, which are all kind of gathered here on the server. So this is a really good way to go about getting some of that loot still. Now, I will be looking into this and making sure that there aren't too many overpowered things that drop from it, and I'll make sure that it is a low enough drop rate to where you aren't getting like legendary bird orbs every single time, but it does seem like it is definitely worth investing your time into setting up a team like this. Level 100 is probably the best way to go, but of course that'll take some time. Now, the NPC trainers are actually a really, really good way to make money, and I think they're a little bit more consistent because you know exactly how much money you're going to make every single time. There's no, like, chances of them dropping really bad loot or anything like that. You can guarantee that you're going to make a set amount of money every set amount of time if you set up a kind of like a route that you're going to take with battling NPCs. Start at 1, work your way through a bunch, and by the time you get back to the original, it should be a Minecraft day later, and you can start again and just generate cash all day long. Now, I will say, if you warp on over to the casino and you head back behind it, there is the sand caverns. Now, a lot of you probably already know about the sand caverns. They're supposed to be kind of hidden. That's why there's no warp directly to them. But if you actually get into the sand caverns, we currently can't access it because we need to defeat Baron before we do that, and I haven't got a good enough team to defeat him just yet. We'll work on that soon. You can actually get a ton of money from NPCs. You know what? No, I'm not going to go in. I was going to say I'll show you guys, but I'll let you discover that on your own or wait until I can actually access it after I defeat Baron. I'm pretty sure you can get like 50, 60,000 coins per run just defeating the NPCs that are down in the cavern. So a lot of them are just level based, meaning if you have a high enough level, you'll just be able to completely sweep them. So I definitely recommend checking that out if you are a little bit more experienced here on the server, have some decent Pokemon, and you're able to defeat Baron. Also, Youngster Joey just popped up in the chat. That is another boss down in the sand caverns that will give you a pretty cool prize. So definitely recommend. That is one thing you should focus on if you haven't beat Baron already. Focus on defeating him. So Pokemon drops, NPC trainers, setting up your own shop. There are so many different ways that you guys can go about making money here on the server. Let me know down in the comment section below, what is your favorite way to make money on the PokeCentral network? Is it a way that I talked about, or do you have your own unique way? So let me know down in the comment section below, how do you make money here on the server, and what is your favorite way to make money? Because there's certain ways that make money faster, but they're just really not that fun. Also, guys, thank you for all the mail that you're putting in the chests here, the donation chest. Let me actually go up above. You can visit my island by doing /pwarp_wispin at any time. And I have this little hopper here that goes down into some chests where you can drop some items. And people have been dropping mail in there. And really, that's like the best gift I can get through this system. A lot of the other really valuable items, I don't really want to use those, but the mail is great. You guys put some really nice messages in there. I really appreciate it. And I do read every single one of those mails. So thank you guys. So this video has been all about making money. So we might as well go ahead and restock our quick ball shop. We're running pretty low and we're currently sitting at a cool 322,000 coins. So I think we have like 9 stacks worth of maybe 10 stacks worth of quick balls ready to go. And, oh, right here, yep, 9 stacks, because we only have 9 of the iron bases. So let's go ahead and craft all of these up. Really need a better way to craft. Actually, you know what? Can we do this? That actually is awesome. Thank you, Minecraft. That makes things so much easier. We don't have to drag 3 stacks of items up into the crafting menu. Well, I've never done that before, and that just saves so much time. Okay. So we have like 9 stacks here. 9 stacks, yeah, P-Word. So we'll go ahead and throw those back into the shop just so we don't run out. And I will continue to restock this shop as much as I possibly can because it does make a pretty good profit. It does take some work, but it's definitely worthwhile. So I mentioned our Discord a lot, but I've never really shown it here on the channel. So I figured I'd jump in, show you guys exactly what the Discord is and how you can use it and how you can access the giveaways, because that is the #1 question that I get all of the time. So this is our Discord right here. You can join by going to the link discord.gg/PokeCentral. We currently have that URL. And you can also find links down in the description to join it instantly just by clicking those links. It's really easy to do. It's completely free to sign up. And there is over 16,000 people here on our Discord server. Now, there's a few different channels here. Downloads gives you a bunch of really nice links. The rules, helpful links, general chat. You can talk with other people here on the server. But the giveaways channel is the one that everybody really, really likes. So this is how giveaways work on our Discord channel. Every once in a while, I'll just post a giveaway. For example, the last one was for 2 winners to get a $100 store credit gift card. And it doesn't cost anything to enter. You can see over 2,000 people entered this giveaway. And all you do to enter is click right there when there is an active giveaway. Now, if you want a higher chance of actually winning these giveaways, there is what's called Discord Nitro. Now, Discord Nitro is a service that Discord offers and allows you to boost a server. As you can see, we currently have 55 boost, and we have this special giveaways Nitro channel for anyone boosting the server that actually wins a bunch of extra bonus prizes. For example, right here, you can see we did the same giveaway at the same time for this $100 store credit, but inside Giveaways Nitro, we had 5 winners instead of 2, and only 59 people entered, because only people boosting the server can enter. So you have an extremely high chance of winning if you do boost the server with Discord Nitro. It also helps us out. It lets us have this cool little icon in the top corner. It lets us have that custom discord.gg/PokeCentral invite link, and it helps us out with a bunch of other things here on the server. Gives us better voice channels and a whole bunch of other things. So if you haven't already, I definitely recommend recommend joining our Discord server. If you have Discord Nitro, I would really appreciate it if you boost our server. We have to maintain at least 50 boosts or we lose access to a lot of those different perks that we currently have. So if you do have the Discord Nitro already on, it gives you a bunch of really cool stuff. Definitely worth looking into. You get access to like 1,000 or 10,000 different games. It's definitely worth looking into. I'm not going to get into it too much here, but if you boost the server, I would really appreciate it, and you get access to those giveaways. So definitely something to consider. A bunch of you requested a breeding tutorial, so I am going to post an updated tutorial very, very soon here on the channel, and then episode 8 should go out very soon as well. And I will say, I am going to finish filling up this orb of static souls off camera, and we will be summoning in our legendary Zapdos in the next episode, guaranteed. So if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel if you are interested in seeing that. And thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.